Let's get to look at what you can do with right clicking on a cell in a spreadsheet. So I'll pick one cell of my choice here. Let me say this one. Let me just change the color so that I can differentiate it. So I've highlighted in yellow here. Now when you right click on a cell, there's so many options that appear here. I can choose to insert, I can choose to delete, and so on and so forth, but I'm interested in formatting cells. So what I will do is I'll click on formatting cells. Okay, when I do that, you see this dialog box, that this small window that comes here, that opens. So we have these tabs. There's number tab, alignment, font, border fill, and protection. So the first one you see is number. So here basically just allows you to format this cell in a particular way that you want it to be. For example, if I click on date, the date, and I can choose the format of the date here, it gives me options. So if I click here and I say OK, you see the data in there, the information changes from an amount, a figure, into a date, which is 18 April 1907, a long time ago that is. So that's one thing you can do there. So I'll just Control Z to undo and go back. I show you other things that you can do with right clicking on a cell. So you see there are all these other options. You can choose it to be time, percentage, fraction, text, and so on and so forth. You can also choose to go on alignment. I'll come back to this one later. You can also choose the font of the information that is in there, though you can actually easily do that using the ribbon on top there. You can choose the font size, whether it's bold, italics, and so on and so forth. You can also choose whether it's it has a strike through, which is like this, like cancelled. So in case you have an amount, you want to show that this amount is no longer valid, it does not apply anymore, you can choose to strike through it so that you cancel it like that. Other effects you can apply to the information in a cell are, you can choose it to be superscript, like to be raised to a power, to be elevated, or you can choose it to be subscript, to be dropped down. The other thing you can do to the information in a cell is you can actually add a border around that cell. So I'll choose this thick border here and choose outline, so the border is around that particular cell. And then if I click apply, you see that this cell now has a border around it. This could be because maybe you want it to stand out so that it always reminds you of something. And then you can also go back to formatting cells, and I can choose to use fill color. I can change the color in a cell, though I can do that using this section here on the ribbon. And then I go back now to the alignment. On the alignment, you can choose the orientation, how tilted the information is in the cell. So I can put it for example, at 45 degrees orientation like that, so that when I click OK, the information in here will be now slanted there to be at that angle. So I'll just make it a little bit bold and change the color so that you can easily see it. So it is at that particular angle. So if I remove the other formatting so that it stands out, for example, if I say no fill and I say I don't want a border around it and the outline. Okay, so it was in white, I change the color of that and I make it black. So you see it's tilted at an angle like that. So right clicking gives you so many options. You can format the cell in so many ways. And when you do that, you can actually choose to insert a comment. To do that, you simply come on insert comment, so that you say something, and you type something that you want to say. This was for last month, you can say like that. So like that, and they can click outside. So there's a comment there, and it will show this. And when you hover over that cell, it will show you this comment. This was for last month, so that someone who's working with a file can have an idea why you formatted it this way, and so on and so forth. So basically, this is how you get to work with your cells in a spreadsheet. There are so many things, and I encourage you to explore and to experiment with some of these other options that are there.